They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 4. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 11. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side, pulled in by Mundo. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Let's get in the game.
Looking to throw. Touchdown Bears! Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Lawrence hitting the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 12 yards in as they move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown!
Jonathan Mingo.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now this throw caught left side.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. Caught. It's Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Hold on to it. But a nice play defensively. That brings up fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on second and long, Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a shot taken on third down. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, probably giving him a good start. That's an excellent job defensively to force it into fourth down.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Open man is Mingo, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Jonathan Mingo with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Garrett Wilson
28 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Gets past one man, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, the defender looks on that defense. It seems like they're just going to find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. Lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
It's caught inside the 25. And he he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now Lawrence on first down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Again, it's Lawrence.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Romeo Doubs.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Huge mistake.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hand, and it's a fumble. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams,
Touchdown, Chicago!
Antonio Gibson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A give running right, Gibson.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You wonder with any receiver how he'll handle working over the middle of the NFL, especially with a young receiver. They tried it there to no avail.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Second down and 4. Gibson again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 132 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. Leading the fourth quarter, this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago